The most challenging thing about my environment, there's so many things, man. I think the most challenging part of my environment, honestly, is being able to articulate your emotions and articulate the things that you go through on a day-to-day basis. I think a lot of times people go through the same things, a lot of times, but oftentimes than others, depending on where you live, where you come from, you don't have the space to be able to express yourself, or you're not taught to express yourself in a manner that's productive. And it looks different ways, different times. A lot of times you have to understand that we're interacting with human beings. So a lot of times I might have a group of students, they missed out on gym, they got a bad grade. So I'm always filling out the room and seeing where the students are that particular day. But it's constant breakthroughs. That's what facilitating is. It's just constant breakthroughs, getting to the root of why it is that you feel this way, why it is that you may act this way, behave this way, etc. There's not a space provided, a safe space provided for someone to be able to articulate what it is that they're going through. A lot of times, and this is universal, a lot of times anger is most accepted as as a way to express yourself. It's the most appropriate while still it's seen as the most appropriate while being able to mask what it is you really feel. You're angry, you're seen as a tough guy. You're seen as this macho guy. You're able to articulate and express yourself. You're kind of seen as soft, and from where I'm from, being seen as soft, you're prey. It takes a stronger mind to be able to express your true deepest fears and thoughts than it does to mask them. And you do more damage because you start to ruin relationships in school, in life, in business, because time doesn't stop for anybody. So this young man who's unable to express himself, he's only getting older. And so that teacher that he's going back and forth with can easily become that police officer in the street that he's arguing with, or easily become his manager when he gets a job and he goes out into the real world. So if we're able to grab these guys while young and get them to slow down, pace themselves, and come to some sort of peace within themselves, we're doing a great thing. Yes, absolutely. So Cooper was my dean at the school. I went to Eagle Academy, high school. The first encounter, I don't recall, but I know I was in trouble for something. I was always in trouble, and he was always checking me. And I think one time, what the conversation that really connected us is when he asked me, what makes you what do you want to be in life? And I told him I was just like happy. That was my answer to him, just like happy. He was like, "Yo, this kid is wise. This kid is, And then he started hanging. He started bringing me around him and his homies, and helped me, teaching me how to facilitate a lot of these meetings, and just mentoring me ever since. Yeah, Coop's the best, man. Out of this room, I've probably known Cooper the longest. Yeah, I'm 23 now. I met Cooper when I was 12, so yeah. These are people. These are young men's future. This is not something to be toyed with. This is not something to play with. This is very serious, and this dictates everything. If someone's not able to articulate themselves or find some sort of common ground or have some sort of safe space, that safe space is not always home. That safe space is not always school. There needs to be another alternative space that guys can come to and feel safe and feel like that they're able to express themselves.